Good evening, everyone. We are the Canton Legion Community Band, and we're so happy to be back here in Milton. This has become a bit of a tradition, and thank you for coming out. It's actually turned out to be a beautiful evening, and I want to give special recognition to our sponsor for this concert, who is James Mullen Jr., and thank you to Bonnie DeVore and the Milton Parks and Recreation Department for having us here today. You know, the Canton Band has been around for almost 100 years. It started in 1927, shortly after World War I, and continued it until it took a little hiatus for the Second World War. Following the Second World War, we regrouped in 1960, and we've been going strong ever since. As a community band, we are composed, that's sort of a bad pun, I better let that one go. We are composed of musicians ranging in age from the teens into the 90s. Some are retired music educators, some are people who played in high school and have picked up their instruments after a number of years because they realized they loved playing and wanted to resume a hobby that can last a lifetime. Our common musicianship could be calculated to end in, we probably, sitting on this bandstand, we probably have 500 years of combined musicianship. And we are of varying abilities. We learn from each other, and also under the direction of Gary Good, our conductor. Gary grew up in Ohio and is a pianist who taught himself to play the tuba in the marching band. You can't play a piano, obviously, in the marching band. He has been in this area for years, and we are finding that we're getting better and better under his direction. So we thank Gary very much for his tutelage. Now, for our opening number, we're going to do something a little bit different. We are going to open with the national anthem, our national anthem, the Star-Spangled Banner. And, you know, our 247th anniversary of our own independence is coming up next week. And we, in recognition of the freedom and the problems that are going on in the Ukraine right now, we would like to follow our own national anthem with that of the Ukraine. So I ask you to stand for the Star-Spangled Banner if you are able, and in recognition of the Ukraine, please remain standing there during their anthem as well. And for our next presentation, we want to honor our own military, the veterans that are still with us and the veterans who have passed. We will begin with the service songs of the various branches of our military. And if you are a veteran or in the family of a veteran, we would like you very much to stand and be recognized when your particular song is being played. They will be played in the order in which the different branches of the service were created. So we begin with the Army. So if you are an Army veteran or a member of an Army family, please stand. Next, United States Marines. Again, if you are a Marine veteran or a member of a Marine family, please stand and be recognized. Next, Navy families, anchors away. Next in line would be the United States Air Force. Last but certainly not least, the United States Coast Guard. The next tune is actually Canadian because we have one Canadian veteran in our band, Allie Biedenman, who is a transplant. The name of the tune is Heart of Oak. I apologize to the band members. I neglected to mention that we have, in addition to our Canadian veteran, we have several members of the band who are veterans, one of whom is a World War II veteran who was involved in the D-Day invasion. His name is Howard Hansen. We also have another veteran who's been with us since the band reinstated itself in 1960, and that's Bob Stocks. And I would ask all of the people in the band who were veterans if they could just rise so that we could acknowledge them. Now on with our concert. The first number that we're going to play for this part of the concert is a number entitled Y Viva España. And it's actually a Belgian pop tune that was recorded in Dutch in the early 70s. But it has a distinctive Spanish flavor to it, a paso doble kind of style. There may be some cultural connection because, as you may know, Belgium was part of the Low Countries, and the Low Countries were once controlled by Habsburg Spain. So whether there is really a direct connection, I don't know. You can determine for yourself if you consider it Belgian or Spanish. But I guarantee, no matter how you interpret the music, it will get your feet tapping. Enjoy. Y viva España. It certainly is wonderful to see everyone here tonight, people of all ages, young children, older folks, parents, families. And you know, if you're one of those people who has a cornet or a trombone or a clarinet or a drum tucked away in a closet somewhere, and you haven't looked at it for maybe 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, you know, that's what a community band is all about. And we are always looking for new members. We learn from each other. You know, your embouchure builds up with more practice. So if you haven't touched it for a while, that's okay. We rehearse on Thursday evenings at the Pappas School in Canton. They are generous enough to give us free rehearsal space in their library. And if you are interested, look at the website, which is Canton Community Band, get the details, or see one of us after this concert. For our next number now, we're going to move on to something that is actually part of a suite called Caucasian Sketches, written by a Russian composer, Mikhail Ivanov. And often this one that we're going to play, which is called Procession of the Sadar, is played by itself. And it's a favorite of Pop's concerts in many locations. So here is our rendition of Procession of the Sadar.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This is the part that we release some of the energy of the kids around here. We're going to do a march called the New Colonial March. It's by a New England composer, R.B. Hall, and he's so well thought of that every year in Maine, and last Saturday of June, they celebrate R.B. Hall Day. So this is one of his great marches. He wrote a great number of marches. Now I'd like to get the kids here. You guys want to march? Okay, you get right up by this speaker here. Okay, we'll do some marching. Okay? Only those that are very fit. Okay, and I'm going to release some of my own energy. Okay? When you hear the bass drum, that's the left foot. Boom, boom. What a great group of kids. That's kind of a record. Must have had 20 kids there. Thank you very much, boys and girls.
Well, I hope some of those children who were following Dick around the yard here will maintain their interest and decide they want to play an instrument when they get to, would it be the 5th grade here in Milton, where you would start instrumental music? And we'll be waiting for you, girls and boys, so don't let us down. We have next on tap for you another march with a totally different style. The name of it is Saint Julian, and it's written part of it at least is written in a minor key. It's a little different than what you might expect. It was originally used in circuses and for other shows and those kinds of things. The name Saint Julian refers to a village on the Belgium-French border at which there were quite fierce fighting during World War I. So for your musical enjoyment, we have Saint Julian.
Bonk him. Aw.
Well, you know, the 4th of July is coming up. It's next week, our national birthday. And so the next number that we have ready for you tonight is something called Star Spangled Salute. And it's particularly appropriate as we approach, of course, this holiday, our national birthday. George M. Cohan's patriotic music and just a touch of his Irish background are very evident in this tune. We'll hear Give My Regards to Broadway, All in the Wearing, Over There, Yankee Doodle Boy, and You're a Grand Old Flag. So happy birthday, United States. Here comes our musical salute to you. Well, we have another Latin flavored number for you, the name of which is Libertango. It's a modern piece. It was written in 1974 and by a composer named Astor Piazzolla. And he was from Argentina. And his number started what he referred to as the Nouveau Tango. It was a brilliantly fused piece of music, including the tango, jazz, and a little bit of classical style. So this makes the tune very, very popular throughout the world. Its engaging style has been used in movies, TV, and even in advertising. So here for you now is Libertango. And if you feel the urge and you know the tango, why don't you get up and dance? And yet, again, this next number is quite contemporary by musical standards. It was written by a musician named Claude Smith in 1964, and its original title was Overture for Winds and Percussion. So it gives you some idea of what you might be hearing a lot of during this piece. The title, Imperata, really has no meaning. It's not a real word. The rumor is, however, that the title was changed by the publisher without the composer's permission. So who knows? Anyway, Imperata, enjoy. Well, you know, this type of band concert, the old concert in the park was very popular at the beginning of the 20th century, and it was, of course, before TV and the internet and all kinds of other distractions. We're so glad to be able to bring this kind of musical opportunity to you. And what would be a concert in the park, a band concert in the park, without plenty of marches? So we have for you next one entitled Bravura, and it is widely used in marching bands. It was originally written for the circus, and the composer, whose name was Charlie Duvall, was a trombone player. So when he composed this particular march, he wrote in plenty of work for the lower brass, including the trombones. And then he puts the upper woodwinds, like us, the clarinets, to work. We have our fun in the last section or trio of the march. So Charlie Duvall's Bravura. Now we have a second number by the March King, Carl King, and the name of it is Kentucky Sunrise. It was originally written for the Barnum and Bailey Circus, and it was put together originally for a trick horse act, which I can't imagine what that entails, but that's what they said in the documents. And was also a favorite for clown walkarounds. So maybe some of the youngsters who are running around right now will make believe they're clowns and run around to this music. Kentucky Sunrise.
Let's get this crazy kid to
I'm sure you all recognize, or at least the older folks all recognize the name of Irving Berlin, who wrote such wonderful pieces as Always. He wrote God Bless America, many, many different kinds of tunes. And we're going to play one of his most famous ones right now, Alexander's Ragtime Band. Before we go on to our next number, how about a round of applause for the percussion section because they worked really hard. Okay, now something totally different. Romantic melody coming from an old movie from the 60s, from Dr. Zhivago, and its name is Lira's Theme. It was written for the movie, and it was also the basis for the vocal Somewhere My Love. There have been numerous recordings of that tune with the voice included, and one of the most famous ones was made by the Ray Conniff Singers. Those of you who are old enough to remember the show on TV and so forth, did you know that Ray Conniff has Massachusetts roots? He was born and raised in Attleboro, Massachusetts. So now we have Lira's Theme. Once again, thank you all of you for coming out tonight. I hope you have enjoyed our concert. We have one more number to perform. It is a march, another march, which was famous in the circus. It's also used by many concert bands, and it is special with its kind of a ragtime sound. It is also written, by the way, by Carl King. So again, thank you very much. If you enjoyed the music and would like to hear this program again, you can come to Canton on July 5th and look forward to seeing you again next year at any rate. Thanks again. Under the direction of Gary Good, we are the Canton Legion Concert Band. Thank you so much.
Hold on to here. Watch, let me show you how I look at. I'm really strong. Ready? Ready, son? Get up. Ready?